Thanks to the consistent efforts of both New Delhi and Dhaka, the Indo-Bangladesh relations have reached new heights, with ties now getting stronger in different domains of defense, economy and culture. Recently, foreign ministers of India and Bangladesh, S. Jaishankar and Kalam Abdul Momen met in Indian capital New Delhi to provide additional impetus to thriving relations.
In line with India's strengthening ties with neighbouring Bangladesh, Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar hosted his Bangladeshi counterpart Abul Kalam Abdul Momen in New Delhi for the 7th Joint Consultative Commission. Both the ministers signed and exchanged agreements for furthering their ties during the meeting, which was the first physical JCC event since the advent of the coronavirus pandemic. Underscoring the partnership that has become robust over time, Jaishankar applauded the joint efforts of both the countries during the COVID pandemic that saved several lives. India was the first country Bangladesh looked onto as soon as the vaccine manufacturing started in different countries, and it found itself with none. The gamut of ties has expanded between the two over several years of formal relationship, and both New Delhi and Dhaka have decided to take their partnership into the fresh domains of several fields, including the cyber security and the upgradation of the railway system.
We have also jointly overcome the pandemic, and whether it was vaccine cooperation, whether it was the Oxygen Express, whether it was medical oxygen plants, supplies of medicines and life-saving drugs that we gave to each other. Our shared fight against COVID-19 has been exemplary. We now look forward to working with you to take our ties into new domains, artificial intelligence, cyber security, startups, fintech. We were very pleased to receive your ICT minister. We had a very good visit by your railway minister recently, and we would like to expand our cooperation on upgradation of the railway system.
India and Bangladesh are actively involved in cooperation projects to boost bilateral relations and people-to-people connections between the two sides. Both the countries expressed satisfaction that despite challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, they worked closer than ever before in every sector, from security and border management to mutually beneficial trade and investment flows. The two sides also discussed ways to increase train services and flights to facilitate the large number of Bangladeshi travelers who come to India for both tourism and medical treatment. After a long gap of more than 2 years due to the COVID-19 pandemic, passenger train services between India and Bangladesh resumed on May 29 this year. The previous JCC meeting, which was held in September 2020, saw the two dignitaries discussing ways to establish peace within shared borders. The year 2021 marked the golden jubilee of the bilateral dealings between Bangladesh and India.
India is the most important and the closest neighbor of Bangladesh. And I am proud to say that because of the initiatives that you have taken, the Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi has taken, and also our Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, we achieved a lot of stability and peace within this region, and that is helping us to have development.
A role model for bilateral and regional cooperation, the ministers appreciated that the trust and mutual respect shared between the two countries have only strengthened in the last decade. Over the last decades, India-Bangladesh relations have warmed up, entering a new era of cooperation, moving beyond historical and cultural ties to become more assimilated in the areas of trade, connectivity and defense. Observers say the JCC meeting helped prepare the grounds for Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's planned visit to India, which is expected in July this year.